Hey y'all, today we are doing a full face of Danessa Myricks beauty, so let's get into it.
All about natural beauty, yeah, slim Reshae.
Before we get into it, I know somebody's gonna ask about my brows. No, they're not microbladed. I just laid it down with this Super Lock brow glue. And this is from Maybelline. I really like this, okay? I feel like it gives me that laminated brow look. And then I did not fill it in with anything besides the Lift and Snatch brow tint pen from NYX. This is like my go-to brow pen. Pen is in the shade Espresso. I get the darkest one. Okay, on to Danessa Myricks, honey. So your girl had the opportunity to be on a Zoom call with Danessa, honey. So this is the Moisture Repair Balm, and it says it's a moisturizing and repairing balm serum for the face and body. So you can use this on your face and your body, and I asked them to send this over because Danessa was describing it as like skincare, you know? And this is really good for people who have like dry skin, or if you just want to use it as a part of your skincare routine, you can use this as well. I'm just rubbing into it with my finger. This is supposed to replenish moisture in your face. So if you're a dry skin girly or something like that, this is going to moisturize the skin without making it like oily or greasy. Like it's just going to basically balance out your moisture. I don't know moisture levels if it's the right term, but this will balance out the amount of moisture that your skin has before you do your makeup. So this is a step that you will want to do before your makeup. And I definitely can say it feels a little bit like a satin primer. I don't know if that's a good description, but that's what it feels like on my skin. But it does not alter the skin, so it doesn't add a tint or anything. Like it literally looks like nothing is there, but the face feels more moisturized. So again, if you're a dry skin girly, try out the Moisture Repair Balm. So the first thing I like to do after I fill in my brows is to clean it up with concealer or carve them out. So I'm taking the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I have the shade 12 and 14, and I'm thinking about mixing them to see if I get the shade that I'm going for. Tapping into it, and then we're gonna go in and carve it out. Nice and clean. So let's do the other one. Okay, so now that the brows are pretty much carved out, I'm just gonna take any of that excess concealer and use it to kind of prime my eyes. Shout out to Danessa, first of all, but hey girl. And shout out to the team for sending over all of these products. I'm so excited to try them. This is the first Danessa Myricks palette I ever got, and it's like the Lightwork Volume 5, and I love these shimmers in here, and so I wanted to try out the Groundwork palette. This one is the Blooming Radiance palette. It has more of those reddish browns, pinkies, mauvies colors, and then this is the Defining Neutrals, which this one looks more neutral. Before we get into those palettes, I want to try the Color Fix. This is the Nudes, and it's a waterproof matte liquid pigment. So I'm gonna try this and see if we can make this like our crease shade and then work around it from there. Okay, she's pigmented. So I kind of packed her on, trying to blend her out a little bit. This shade right here, Core, looks very cute to me, so I'm gonna try to use that to like blend out the edges of this. Oh, that's pretty. We'll go in with Bark. Okay, so I feel like that looks a little bit deeper. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Now I am gonna go back in with some concealer to cut my crease. Crease is cut. Let's try and set the lid shade with Sandstone. Ooh, that is pretty, honey. And then I always like to just go in, make sure those kind of blend together. So I'm gonna take the Chrome Flakes in the shade Moonlight, and we're gonna layer this on top of that eyeshadow we just put down. And I am not sure the proper way to apply these chrome flakes, but I'm just gonna dip into it with my brush. And we're gonna try and just layer it on top. I'm not mad at it. I think this will look absolutely stunning with like a blue eyeshadow under it. It looks like chrome flakes. If you want something that's more opaque and more flat, I definitely recommend getting the Lightworks palette. This one is gonna give you more of that. I'm just gonna swatch bold energy for you. I will do this. I'm gonna add a little bit of the shade Brave. I'm gonna use this for eyeliner. This is the shade Blackout in the Color Fix Mattes. Let's see my skills, y'all. Okay, I don't know how good that was, but I feel like it's lined, okay? I put on my lashes. Now let's get into the skin. So the very first products that I bought and tried from Danessa Myricks is the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum and the Blurring Balm Powder. And I'm not gonna hold you, when I got these, I was confused. I didn't know what to use the product for, whether they was primers, whether to use them together or what. So I'm gonna share with you what Danessa shared with me, how you're supposed to use these products. So we got the water powder serum here. Read instructions carefully. It says do not shake, just tap the bottom and squeeze. So she shared with us that when you press it at the bottom, it dispenses like 1 drop at a time. So you can get however much product that you need for whatever areas. So you may use this across your entire face if you have oily skin, but say if you just want to place it in the oily areas, so maybe like your T-zone or right up in here, you can apply that in those targeted areas. So it is supposed to drop out 1 drop at a time, and no, do not shake it. Shaking it is gonna mess it up, so don't shake it. It's already mixed how it's supposed to be mixed. All you need to do is turn it upside down, press the top, and get however many drops you need. So you can place that in the areas, and as you can see, as this dries down, you'll see like a mattifying effect right there where I placed the water powder serum. Now for my people with dry skin, like I already said, you should try the Moisture Repair Balm to just kind of get your skin at like a baseline before you start doing your makeup and stuff like that. Now, if you want to add a little moisture and a glow, Danessa has the glow serums, and I have all 3 shades. There's a pink one as well, but no matter your skin tone, you can use any of these depending on what look you're trying to go for. I am gonna use the main squeeze just to show you the glow that it gives. Now, you do not have to put this on your entire face, but as for me in my house, I like to glow. So I'm putting that on my cheeks, and I'm just gonna use my fingers to rub it in. And as you can see, y'all see the glow on the skin. So that glow is gonna stay there regardless of what primer you put on next or what have you, and I love that. So next, let's talk about the Blurring Balm powders. So they actually have 3 different ones. They have the Universal that looks like this. There's Universal Radiant, which comes in a slightly lighter container. Pretty much same tone, Universal, it doesn't add any shade or anything to it, but the Universal Radiant does have that radiant glow effect to it. So if I put that, you see that glow. Now again, you do not have to use all these primers. I'm just showing you what it looks like on the skin, just so y'all can get an idea. But it is gonna have that blurring effect, but still give you that glow. And you can apply these with a brush or with your fingers. So as you can see, this side has a little bit more of that radiant glow. This one's still glowing because we did put that glow serum on. But let me just show you the regular Universal. See how it kind of gives that blurred matte look? Now, because we have that glow serum underneath, you're still getting that glow under the skin, but it's mattified. I feel like the Blurring Balm powder is good for any skin type. One thing that I've found to love about these products is that they work very well with any foundation that you use, no matter whether it's water-based, silicone-based, woo-woo, rah. Y'all, they work together well. So if you're just looking for like a blurring primer, try the blurring balm powder. Now me, I like a little bit of coverage, so that's when these come into play. Now, as you can see, your girl is she's almost done with this, but this is the shade 7 of the blurring balm powder, and this one has a tint to it. So you can use this as like a skin tint, if you will, or you can use this as like a tinted primer before you do your foundation if you want like a more opaque full coverage look. So I like to do that, but as you can see, the skin is prepped and primed. You really can use the blurring balm powders as skincare if you want to. If you're just going out the house, you don't moisturize your face and you just need a little bit of mattifying in the areas that you're normally oily in, you can use those as skincare and go. You could also use it before your makeup, which is what we're doing today. So as you can see, I feel like my face looks very much blurred. Now, you do not have to double these up because these have the same effect. So if you just go straight in with this is going to give you that blurring effect as well. It's just completely up to your preference. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and because I only have the edges left, I've started using this spoon to scoop this out. So I just scooped some of that out, and I'm gonna place it on my palette, and I'm gonna use this Yummy Face 1.0 brush to place the tinted blurring balm powder on my face. And let me just show y'all the color. I feel like 7 is like my perfect match. Like, y'all gonna see it yourself. And I've done videos on this product on my Instagram, but I don't think I've shared with y'all on YouTube. Do y'all see that? No, matter of fact, I think I did add these on shorts, but I feel like this looks so beautiful. I have a lot of dark marks from some hormonal acne going on, but y'all, do y'all see it? Do y'all see that? If you're one of those girlies who have real clear skin, but you just want just a little bit of coverage to like even tone or something like that, the blurring balm powder is all you need. If you plan on following this up with a foundation, like, you do not have to add a crazy amount to get the fullest coverage, but it's all up to you and your preference. So like I said, you can pair these products with any of your favorite foundations. And one of the foundations that I really love to pair with the blurring balm powder is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation. But for the purpose of this video, I want to show you guys, and no, this is not sponsored. They did send me a lot of these products. Like I said, I purchased the water powder serum, the concealer, the blurring balm powder. I purchased those on my own, but they did send me all of these products to give it a try. So I'm excited to share my thoughts with y'all. But one product that I had not got my hands on was the serum skin tint, because they were always sold out in the shade that I thought was for me. So this is the shade 11. And I feel like this shade is a good match for me. Again, we're adding this on top of the blurring balm powder, which is gonna give us more coverage. As you can see, number 11 is slightly lighter than the number 7 blurring balm powder, but if you're number 7, 11 in the serum skin tint might be a good match for you. Okay, so I have the shades 8 and the shades 9. I'm thinking about trying the shade 9 as bronzer. That'll be like a nice gentle bronze. Yeah, to help sculpt the face. Before I get into concealer, let's talk about blushes. Babe, Danessa, these are so pigmented. I have this purple shade called Grape Soda, and then I have Prima Donna. I've been using Prima Donna lately, and she packs a punch, okay? If you are not careful, you will be like, who done it when you apply this blush, because it's so pigmented. And I didn't even dip this in there. Crazy. But look how pigmented that blush is. Very beautiful. Now, the beautiful thing about this is if you overdo it, it blends so beautifully to where you can clean it up without you know, ruining your whole base. I'm gonna take this Yummy Face 3.0 brush to apply my concealer. I'm gonna tap into 12 and just apply this kind of on the outer edge under the eye. Oh, this is so pretty. And I'm telling you, if y'all have not tried like mixing your products on a palette or on the back of your hand before you apply it, I just feel like it applies so buttery. Then I'm gonna take some of shade 11 and we're gonna do that right up under the eye. Stunning, babes, stunning. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face off camera and I'll be back with the final look. All right, so face is set. Real quick, I did put on lip liner. This is from Juvia's Place. This is their long wear lip liner and I used the shade So Rare. And so that's what I have on my lips. And so they also sent me the Color Fix Glazes. It's a waterproof long wear gloss, multi-use makeup. So it's for eyes, lips, and face. I'm gonna use this as my lip color. So I'm just squeeze some out on there. Ooh. That's pretty. I love me a good gloss. And this one says it's waterproof, so I'm interested to see like if it dries down or not mattifies, but like if I kiss something, will it transfer? But I think it looks so good. It has just the perfect amount of shimmer that gives it that extra glossy look. So I feel like this would also look really good like on the eyes or something like that. I did get some of their low lighters. So this is the shade Unbothered. I'm a little nervous because I did set my face already with like powder. Ooh. Okay, so I feel like the low lighter is like a play off of highlighter because it's kind of giving highlighter, but it's not like OD. Like it's just like a perfect, como se dice, natural glow vibe, I guess you could say. Okay, y'all, that is pretty much the finished look. I'm gonna set this with my Fenty Beauty You Missed. Y'all, this really be making your makeup transfer proof, no cap. I literally slept, don't tell nobody, I slept in my makeup last night on a white pillow. No transfer, babes. I'm just saying. Fenty did their thing with this one, but nonetheless, this is pretty much almost a full face of Danessa Myricks makeup. I am impressed. All of the face products, 10s across the board. I love that there's something for everybody for you to try, so make sure you try out the different products based on your needs. I will link everything I used in the description box below. Again, shout out to Danessa for sending over some products so I could play in my makeup some more and practice some colorful eyeshadow looks. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, be kind, be true, and be you to full. Bye.
It's Reshae, and you rub your